Hi everyone, in this video we'll understand that how do we configure our Talos printer with the dashboard app and the order receiving app, both web-based and app-based. So let's start with the presentation. Firstly, check whether the printer is already configured with your Android device. If your Android device is scanning the printer, then we need not go to the further steps. Please watch this video to understand how to scan your printer from the Android device. In this video, we'll understand that how we scan the printer from the dashboard app. First of all, we need to download OOA business app, as you can see on my screen, and you have to download this app and then you have to open it. Once you open the app, you have to write your login details. Once you log into the app, you go to the top left hand side button, the dashboard button, where three lines are indicated. You click on that and you go to your settings. Once you are in your settings, you go to select default printer. Now you go to scan IP range. Now all the printers which are connected on the same Wi-Fi network will be found in the drop down, as you can see, and you have to click on the printer which you want. So normally in your restaurant you'll be having just one option. So if this option is coming in your drop down, you can just click on that and select. So I'll select 192.168.0023 as my default printer. I'll click on that. So once this connected button comes up, that means that you don't need to configure your dashboard app and your app has already been configured. So from now on I can start printing from the app itself. So let me go back, and suppose I want to print an order. I go to current orders and I want to print this order number 42 on the top. Now I go to print on the top. You can see the print page on the top. You click on that and you click on this blue tab, and as soon as you click on this tab, automatically a print would be generated of this receipt, and this is how we start printing. If in the settings your IP is not scanned over here, suppose no scanning is done over here and you don't find any of the devices here, so then you need to follow the steps afterwards and need to complete your configuration so that your printer can be scanned. And let's carry forward. Now we'll see if the scanning does not come up, then you have to configure your printer. So let's see what happens. If your printer did not scan in the previous process, then we need to configure the printer. So the starting is like this. Before installing Talos ITR T250 printer drivers, please make sure you have printer driver CD. If you do not have printer driver CD, then please follow the given link and download printer drivers Talos ITR T250. Step 1 is to connect the printer with the laptop through a USB cable and also connect printer with LAN wire. Make sure the laptop and printer is connected on the same network. The second step is insert printer driver CD in CD-ROM drive and browse the CD. You will see the installation file name driverinstall.exe. Double click on the file and start the installation. Or if you download the printer drivers from the above link, then you need to unzip the files. After unzipping the files, you will see the installation file name driverinstall.exe. Double click on the file and start the installation. Once you click on the installer, you will be coming up with this screen. Now here you need to select the language. To continue installation, click the OK button. Click on the English language and press OK. Then the Install Shield Wizard screen appears. To continue installation, click the Install button. Your program will start installing. Please wait while setup installs printer driver on your computer. Once the installation has finished, select printer model, port type and printer name as per the below screenshot and then click the install button. I repeat again, you need to select printer model, port type and the printer name as per the below screenshot and then click the install button as you see below, install button. The Talos ITR drivers has installed. Click the OK button to continue. Now, once you have done the installation, you need to assign an IP to the Talos printer. So we'll start from here. You have another tool to assign IP to the printer, which is by the name printertool.exe. This file you can find in the CD or the downloadable link which we have provided above. Now double click on the file printtool.exe. Communication with printer, you have to select the port which is COM1. Then you have to write set printer. On the below tab you have to find the set printer. Once you go on that, click on the printer driver and select the printer which you have installed and then click on the set printer button. This screen would appear in front of you. You have to select the Ethernet menu option. As you can see on my screen, we go to the Ethernet option. If you have a Bell router, then you can find the IP as written in the back of Bell router, which is 192.168.2.1. Now enter the IP in the IP address field, same as written back of Bell router, but you need to replace the last digit of IP with use of any digit between 0 to 255 in place of last digit. Write submask and gateway as per the below screenshot and then click on set button. This is the way to assign the IP to the network printer if you have a Bell network. Now, if you have a Rogers router, then you can find the IP as written in the back of Rogers router, which is 192.168.11. Now enter the IP in the IP address field, same as the written back of Rogers router, but you need not to replace the last digit of the IP with the use of any digit between 0 to 255 in place of last digit. Write submask and gateway as per the below screenshot and then click on set button. This is the way to assign the IP to the network printer which is in the Rogers network. So only difference between Rogers and Bell network is while assigning the IP. So in Rogers we have to put 1 and in Bell we have to put 2. As you can see in the screenshot, 192.168.2 and 192.168.1. And then you have to click the select button. After installing the Talos ITR T250 printer, execute test print to test check if the printer is properly installed and is working normally. Perform print test page in the following procedures. Step 1. Open the printer screen from start. Then go to control panel. Then go to devices and printers. Right click on the Talos printer you have installed and select printer properties. Once you select printer properties, this screen would appear in front of you. The properties screen of the printer appears. Click the button to start test printing. Click the print test button to start test printing. The print test button can be found on the bottom of the page and you can click on that button. The following screen appears. If the test print was output correctly, click the close button. Just check whether the print has come out in the printer in front of you so that you are sure that your configuration has been done. Now you can repeat the procedure we did in the first slide where we were trying to find the IP through the dashboard app. Now you connect your Android device to the same Wi-Fi network and repeat that procedure to find out the IP. Now the scanning process, you will find your printer in the scanning process. So you have to select that printer from there and you're good to go, and you're good to go to start printing from then and there. So this is how we do the configuration part. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Now I want to print my receipt. So how do I do it? I'll go to my dashboard. I'll go to settings and I'll go to select default printers, and then I'll press scan IP range. Make sure that your device and the printer is connected to the same Wi-Fi network, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so just connect to the Wi-Fi, the same Wi-Fi at which the printer is connected. Now I have 3 printers connected to this Wi-Fi, so I can choose any one of that. The right printer is 21, so eventually you'll be having only one printer in your kitchen or your restaurant, so it'll show only one, but here we have 3, so I can choose any one of them and it'll be a default printer. So I'll just save it. It's connected. I'll save it. So if now I want to print it, I go to my current orders and I go to Pushkar Negi, and right on the top you can see print. So I just click print and I press this blue tab and my print has been generated automatically. I can see the print happening in front of my eyes over here. So this is how it works, right? This is pretty much it.